Hi, Nathan here, founder of Embodied Excellence, certified high performance coach, and ambassador for your success. And if you're watching this video, that means that you subscribed in my previous video to join my list to possibly get a free one-on-one coaching session with me, or maybe just to receive free training videos just like this one. So this is a special training just for you Seacaost online subscribers or New Hampshire business owner subscribers who came from our Facebook group. So I want to thank you for being here. I honor you. I honor your intentions for taking yourself to the next level and wanting to learn more about high performance. So here we go. This particular training that I wanted to do for you is around a couple of different areas. So the first area that I really want to talk about is to-do lists. So most of us, show of hands, have a to-do list, right? Really important, helpful in keeping track of all the things that we have to do and making sure that we're getting them done. So my question is around how many of you have a to become list? So this is a list of all the things that you want to become in your life. For example, for me, I have a list. I want to become a masterful piano player. Now, I don't have any classical or formal training in piano, it's just I train myself, but that's on my list of things to do. And so I have time that I schedule out each week to make sure that I'm practicing so I can eventually get to that goal. There won't be any recitals today. So another thing is I want to be multilingual. So obviously I already speak English. I would like to learn Spanish and Italian are on my list. So I have certain things that I do to make sure that I'm speaking the language and starting to improve in those areas. And for you, I want to know what's your to become list. Maybe it's to become a better dad or a better mom or just a better sibling. Or maybe you want to get really masterful at doing videos, or maybe you want to get really masterful at speaking or marketing. So whatever it is for you, what is on your to become list? What do you want to be known for? What's the way that you want to show up? So if you don't already have a to become list, then I'm going to encourage you to just start one. And you can start with just one thing, and just start with one thing and start working towards that goal. And that'll tie us into the second thing that I want to talk about is skill sets. So are you scheduling time for skills growth, for personal growth? And what I mean by that specifically, again, I'll use the example of a piano. So for me, I have in my calendar for myself to play piano at least 10 minutes a day. I think it was Albert Einstein who said, if you do anything for 10 or maybe it was 15 minutes a day, every single day for a year, at the end of the year, you'll be an expert in whatever that thing is. And so I'm encouraging you to, whatever your thing is, start getting these things on the calendar. Make them non-negotiables. Make sure these are things that you are committed to doing because you're committed to your growth. You're committed to your personal development. And the only way that's going to happen, especially as entrepreneurs who can get pulled into all these different directions, is if you get it on the calendar and you make it a commitment. So I want you to take an inventory. Just make a list of all the different skills that you would like to learn for yourself. And again, an example for me is going to be the piano. I want to get better at speaking. I want to get better at marketing tools. I want to get better at language. I want to get better at being more consistent with reading books. So there's all sorts of things that I want to get better at, and I have to put them in the calendar to make sure that I'm making progress daily on them. And so that's my second invitation for you, is to make that, or that's the challenge, I should say, is for you to make that list. Okay, these are the areas that I really want to develop my skill set in. And then from there, say, okay, get my calendar out and looking at my calendar, where am I going to put them? Am I going to make these non-negotiable? How can I commit to these things and make sure, whether I have to tell my kids, whether I have to tell my honey, my loved one, whoever, that, look, I'm committed to doing this, so hopefully you can help hold me accountable. But if you're trying to tug at me and pull me in this other direction, just know that this is something I'm committed to. And so that's my hope for you. So I want you to take on those two things. Just a short training for you, as I mentioned. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're busy. So first thing, is around the oh, I can't remember, to the to become list. So what's on your to become list? Do you have one? If not, get that thing started. Start making that list. Who you want to become? How do you want to show up in the world? And then that second thing is your skill set, your growth learning. So make sure you get that in the calendar. Make sure you're making those things important. You're making them a priority, because this is your life we're talking about. This is how many things can you probably think of that you said, oh man, I wish I had started that 10 years ago. I wish I started that 15 years ago. Imagine how good you would be at whatever that thing is today if you had actually done it. So this is your challenge. This is your encouragement to say, okay, this is it. I want to be able to say that in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now. I want to be able to say that, hey, I started that thing and look where I am today. That's what I want for you. So get it in the schedule, and then start doing it. Start committing to it. Practice it. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you again for subscribing to my list, and you'll be receiving trainings just like this every single week. And if you haven't already, go ahead, click that link in the email to apply for your free 90-minute coaching session today. Only have limited spaces available, so I want to make sure that you're able to take advantage of that opportunity for yourself to go deep in those 5 areas of high performance. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching this. And until I see you next time or meet you out in the community, go out there every single day and be an extraordinary ambassador for humanity.